Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Nice.
Thank you. A little too much wind in there.
How do you whistle, man? You're so good at that.
No,
Ah,
that wasn't me.
it's like, God, that sounds just like a real whistle.
I'm not a good whistler. I've developed that whistle out of necessity for the dogs. And I think if you had to whistle for a reason, you'd know how to whistle.
Like for survival? They're
Yes.
like, everyone's going to die if you don't whistle.
Yeah. You'd be whistling like a mofo. You know what I'm saying? I want to start with this because I know at one point I tried to buy your soul.
Oh, I forgot about that. I didn't sell it, though, right?
Uh-huh.
No, thank God.
And I don't think you really can. Like, I don't think that's a thing where you can buy someone's soul.
Well, but just in case. It's not worth the risk
Fair.
I'm willing to take.
Fair. And I think I offered you like $100.
Which is dirt cheap for my soul.
Really one of my favorite bits because I was like, Eddie, I will give you $100. All you have to do is write down on a piece of paper that you are giving me your soul.
And here's the thing. That could have been the easiest $100
Yeah.
bill I could have ever gotten,
Yep.
right? Because you're not taking my soul. That's in me, dude. Like, you can't touch that. Even if I say I'm giving it to you, you can't touch
Right.
it.
It's not a real thing. So why not just take the free $100?
But just in case, man.
You turned down the money. Like, I was really willing to buy your soul.
What would you do with my soul?
Just
Like,
hold it.
That's a lot of responsibility.
I'll give you $200 for it right now. We're going to Vegas.
Oh my gosh. I didn't think about that. Cash?
Cash. If you write down on a piece of paper, you now own my soul. I am transferring it to you. I will give you $200 in cash.
Dude, that's like Devil Went Down to Georgia stuff right there. I'll
I'm
give you a fiddle of gold.
not betting your soul. That would be fun if you were betting your soul.
Dude, I can't do it. Like, there's just the part of me that just says I can't agree
For
to something like that.
$200?
I can't do it. I can't.
Okay, there's a story from Oddity Central. A woman literally sells her soul for a collection of Labubu dolls.
Oh my gosh.
In a controversial social experiment, a woman signed away her soul for $1,180, which she used to buy a Labubu Doll collection and a concert ticket.
Oh, what's the concert ticket? I like how they throw that one in there.
It doesn't
and
say
John Mayer tickets.
what show she went to. Did you see I didn't see what show she went to. I think the whole thing was she wanted to buy these Labubus.
Okay.
And so she needed the money, so she said, I'll sell my soul.
It sounds easy, man. Like, is anyone else willing to sell their soul for Labubus or $200?
Okay, and I'm not offering this, but if I said $1,000,
Oh gosh, now I'm really
like you'd really have to think about that.
Yes.
Because then you're weighing what's probably not probable and that there's some sort of soul exchange because of a piece of paper versus the money.
And I wonder if I can say yes to you and then immediately go home and pray to God and be like, God, it was just a joke.
No,
Like,
you signed it. I own it.
I know. That's where it gets scary.
I'll give you $300 for your soul.
By the end of the show, $10,000.
But you don't want to do it for $300?
No, man, I can't do it.
We're going to Vegas this weekend.
I know. I would love
Do I need to have a written contract, like fully out in a line printed for you to sign? That if you get down a bunch of money in Vegas, you're like, okay, I'm ready. I need $300.
Hey, Bobby, this deal's still on? I can still sell my soul?
Do I need to come with a fully executed contract?
You have a briefcase and a lawyer?
I think I'll do that. I think I'll have a fully executed contract where if you do want $300 in Vegas, all you have to do is sign the page.
Man, Vegas is tricky because
They own your soul.
They
That's
do
why.
own your soul. And then
They suck the soul out of you.
when you're there for Saturday football, like,
Yeah.
it hits different, man. It hits different going to that kiosk and making a bet for Sam Houston State to cover.
Yeah, so I would sell it to you with the idea of you could buy it back.
Oh.
So you could take the $300,
Oh.
and let's say you won. It's like a pawn shop for the soul.
Mhm. How much would the buyback be if I took $300?
$500.
The bank makes $200.
Bank-
Soul Bank.
The soul bank's got to make a living somehow. You know, those workers, they got to do
That
something.
interest.
So
I don't know, man. I'll
think about that.
it.
I just saw the Labubu story, and I thought it was fun.
Looks like a Russian artist, by the way.
Okay, so we don't even know the artist. It's
Folk
probably
singer.
Tattoo. Oh, that thing she said. Oh, that thing she said. Running through my head. Running through my head. Remember them, the two lesbians?
Good
No.
song.
They're
Tattoo?
Russian?
They were something. Maybe European. Everything not here is not here, though. It's all the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of.
What are Russian bands? Scorpions? Were they Russian?
No idea.
What about Rammstein?
German.
That's
Rammstein's
German, dude.
Du hast.
Tattoo
Du
was
hast
Russian.
mich. What, Tattoo was what?
They were Russian.
Boom.
Oh, good job, dude.
Oh, the thing she said. Oh, the thing she said. Running through my head. Running through my head. Yeah.
Wow.
Are there any other famous Russian bands?
I don't know any of these.
How about the Putin 3?
Oh, they're huge in Russia.
Yeah.
Huge. Can
Do you guys know Keno?
uh-uh.
I know the
Yeah, I
game
know.
in Vegas. Like
That's-
old people play that.
That's like the number game.
it's like old people bingo. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely not that.
Okay. Think about it, Eddie.
Okay, I'm thinking about it.
Let me play. We got this question from a listener. It's a voicemail here. Would you mind hitting that mic?
Hey, we're just calling in. Me and my buddy were talking about golf scores for 9 holes, and I was just curious what everyone on the show shoots on 9 holes on average. All right, thanks.
I'm going to let you go first.
45.
Okay. That's actually, I think you shoot a little better than that. And I thought you would go lower than that.
We're asking what I would shoot at 9?
Yeah.
Oh, no, 940.
No.
Yes, on average
You
40.
don't shoot an 80.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
On average, I shoot 84. That's my average.
Mm.
So
Okay, but on
so I
av-
guess 41 is my.
Okay, I knew you'd lie. I knew he would lie.
But for an average golfer,
We got
45 is
there.
a solid score.
I think that's better than average.
Really?
If you're incorporating everybody that goes out on a
Yes,
golf course.
the most terrible.
You don't shoot a 40. That's not your 9. It's not 41. We're going to do this again?
You're basing it all on my last performance of our tournament, in which
Last performance, we played, how many rounds we played?
4 rounds.
4 rounds.
Yeah.
And I was pounding you for weeks before that. If
I
I-
just broke my arm too. Imagine if I had.
I think it's better that you broke your arm. It gives you less mobility. I think you need less mobility.
like Henry Rowan Gardner.
I
Yes.
think you're probably about a 44.
Okay, what did I say? 41.
There's a big difference.
That's
because
3 strokes.
That's a 6-stroke overall difference.
That is, yeah.
That's the difference between you and Bobby winning and losing that tournament.
1 stroke.
That's what I'm saying. So 6 strokes is
Yeah.
Big
I
difference.
think you were probably about a 44 on 9. I'm probably about a 43.
Gosh, I hate it. I just hate those. I hate those words coming out of your mouth. And I know you deserve it. You won fair and square. But gosh,
And not only that, because I don't want to have to include this, but I will since you're going back to the one. I beat the crap out of you 3 rounds. So if it was like, if
and
it
then
was
that
just,
last one though, gosh, I came back.
yeah, but if it were
beat the
just like
crap out of
round
you.
by round, I win 75% of the time.
Correct.
So
no, you win. You won for fair and square.
Yeah, and my wife the other day was like, "When's Eddie cooking for us in
Oh,
a Superman
We got
costume?"
to do that. Yes.
It's my office.
She asked.
Yeah, because
I'm
we were
shocked
like,
by that.
we were like, "What are we gonna have for dinner?" She's like, "When's Eddie cooking for us?"
I expected the conversation to be like, "Hey, Eddie's cooking for us in a Superman costume." She's like, "What? Why?"
That was the first one, and then we were like, "What do we want to do?" And nobody wanted to cook. Well, I don't cook anyway. And she was like, "I don't want to cook anything." She's like, "When's Eddie cooking for us?"
It's just a random day.
Yes,
Like you
yes.
guys are hungry.
So I would say
40. So 44.
you're 44. I'm 43.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
And when you said 45, I thought, "Oh, look at you! You're being a little generous," but you weren't. You were talking about an average golfer.
So what do you think the average golfer shoots 9? Average, right in the middle of the bad, and the very, very, very good.
48 or 49?
Wow.
I think if you can break 100, that's pretty good.
That's what they say. I've read articles where like you're pretty good if you can break 100. Dude, I've broken 100 for the last. We've broken 100 for the last.
But you're pretty good in comparison with everybody. You're not pretty good in comparison to people that play a lot.
Like what do you mean? Like pros?
No, just people that play a decent to a lot of golf. Breaking 100 is not pretty good.
That's probably the difference, huh? People that play all the time versus
Or a
people
middle,
that play
yes.
once in a while.
Yeah, or a middle amount of time. Yeah. Yeah.
So the last time I played is probably right after that the
That's
tournament.
the last time I played.
Yeah, we need to play again.
We haven't played in a month. You were just so sad.
I was pretty broken down a little bit, but
Yeah.
now I'm ready to get back at it.
All right, we do have some sports to talk about here. I pulled a thing about the Cowboys. Do you want to hear it or no?
Sure. We got Clowney.
Yeah, what'd you think of that?
Yeah.
Isn't he like 60? Jadeveon Clowney? Like, I
I
remember
mean-
him, South Carolina?
Yep.
Just killing people. Remember when he tore the helmet off the dude?
Yes.
Yeah, the running back in
Yes.
Michigan.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Eddie.
No, I just think it's kind of cool. I mean, whatever. At this point, we'll take whatever.
You'll take whatever.
We'll take whatever. I mean, our defense is damaged. Our defense is not stopping anything. So any move in the defensive area, I like it.
How old is Jadeveon Clowney?
That's a good question, Kevin. Do you know?
Because I feel like he's been playing for as long as I've been watching.
Yeah. Well, he was hurt a lot, right?
I'm going to guess 38.
Oh, that's old.
No, why don't you look it up? I mean,
I'm going to, but I'm just.
Oh, okay. I thought he was
Yeah,
like.
I'm getting there.
I thought he's like, I'm going to guess and I'm going to stop talking about it.
Brandon
Yeah,
says
I know where to-
32.
Oh my God, he's only 32.
Okay, so
He's
that's
younger than me.
That's young, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty young. Yeah. No, I wasn't meaning like, why don't you look it up, idiot? I was like, you can look it up instead of just guessing.
yeah.
I gotta find.
It's like, let's play a numbers game here, guys.
How do you feel about the Cowboys' chances this weekend?
Good, but I also felt good about the Cowboys' chances against the Giants.
And they did win.
And it was a very stressful
But they
win.
did win. All it is, you walk out with a W.
I know, man. You just want. It's so funny. I talk to people and they're like, "Man, I love games that are close." I'm like, I don't. When I watch the Cowboys, I want them to win by 40, and I want to at halftime like start cooking dinner and like just doing other things, and just once in a while look at the TV and be like, "Oh, nice throw, Dak." But I didn't get that, and the stressful game of Sundays against the Giants is making me feel like I am nervous about playing the Bears in Chicago.
So this is from ESPN from Todd Archer. The early surprise for the Dallas Cowboys is 4 rushing touchdowns, because that may not sound impressive, and this is him writing this, but the Cowboys had just 6 rushing touchdowns last season, period.
We also had a running back that no one even knew.
6 all of last year. And Javonte Williams has 3. And the last time that a Dallas running back had 3 touchdowns through 2 games was Marion Barber in 2008.
Dang.
Wow.
Miles
crazy.
Sanders has the 4th touchdown,
Yeah,
who, without him fumbling, maybe you're 2-0.
correct.
By the way.
And no overtime.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty wild that the Cowboys hadn't rushed for that many touchdowns through 2 games.
It's funny you say that too, because watching the game, and Brandon, you probably feel the same way about this, but like when you watch the game and we have a strong running game like Williams, it's very it's jarring. Like, whoa, he got a first down, another first down. Like, because we're not used to that. We had Zeke Elliott.
Well, Zeke was strong for a couple years.
He was for a couple of years,
Yeah.
but the last year with the Cowboys, not good. Rico Dowdle, it was just even Tony Pollard. Like, he was probably our strongest back that we've had since Williams. But it's so cool to have a little running game and give us options.
Kevin, the Patriots. The
Mhm.
early surprise. The Patriots are averaging 10.5 accepted penalties per game. New England was called for 12 accepted penalties for 75 yards in its win over the Dolphins, which came after getting flagged for 9. They say accepted penalties because you can get a penalty and they don't accept it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the Patriots have not reflected the buttoned-up team that one would expect from Mike Vrabel. So where Eddie says positive, the Patriots is negative because they're being penalized a lot. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I saw it on this past Sunday against the Dolphins. It was just nonstop false starts. It was sloppy, and I'm surprised by a Mike Vrabel coach team, but I do think it's going to get a lot better with him.
Yeah, it's also very early.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And your first-round draft pick has been injured. He's playing. Will Campbell's playing, right? But he's been hurt.
Yeah, and he had a much better game 2 than game 1. Played really well.
Okay.
What's going on with the Belichick statue stuff? Like, is that recent? Because I saw something on TikTok where like they asked Kraft
in
about
New
it.
England?
Mhm.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago it came out where
Man.
Kraft said he would do it, but then Belichick's like, I don't know if they'll accept me back there.
I would
But they
think
want to do it right next to Brady.
right now, I would think they're not going to do it just because that relationship is not good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Belichick getting fired, and then Belichick going to North Carolina and saying, I'm not opening the doors for Patriots scouts.
I'm not invited there, so
Yeah,
why
so
would
why
they
are
be
they-
invited here?
Yeah, that's kind of a weird situation. They're the greatest coach of all time in the NFL.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
it too shall pass, meaning Favre is now welcome back with the Packers. All these guys that spend a lot of time and it gets kind of weird at the end, it ends up being okay after a few more years of there being no weirdness because there's no playing. Like after Favre didn't play for a few years, he was a Packer again in everybody's mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of forget. Remember when he came back, like a halftime thing on the field, and everyone went crazy. It was like, wow,
Yeah.
they accept him again.
That'll happen with Belichick. The problem is Belichick's really old.
I know. It's like, how much longer does he have?
Wow, he's
coaching,
not that
you know?
old. Oh, coaching?
He's-
Coaching? Yeah. I
Well,
thought you
no,
meant-
know in
I'm
life.
saying in life,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. He's not that old.
He's pretty old, dude.
I mean, he's in his 70s,
Yeah.
73.
Okay. And a lot of high blood pressure.
He's got some years left.
Yeah.
We hope he's got some years left.
She'll keep him young. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, that's weird. I was saying that let's just say you had a baby today. Eddie.
Oh, don't even say that.
Let's say you had a baby today and it was a girl. I would still be older than. No, I'd still be. The difference would be smaller than Belichick and his girl.
That's crazy.
So I would need to wait a couple more years for a baby to be born and then date that baby
That's crazy.
insane.
for it to be the same.
It's a 49-year difference.
Dude, you know,
That's
wow,
crazy.
that is crazy. Man, they should do a reality show.
Well, they did the Hulu North Carolina doc. That's basically them.
I know, but I want to see him at home. I
But they're-
want to see like
She quit Dancing with the Stars allegedly. Like they're
Yeah.
not going to do anything
know.
like that.
Gosh, can you imagine like dinner conversation with them two? What are they talking about?
She's on her phone. She's like flicking through TikTok, and he's got a war book open.
World War One.
Yes. I ain't talking about anything
That's funny.
except, hey, what'd you buy today?
Yep.
That's probably about it. So, yeah, that's what's up. I got a bunch of games here this weekend that we're going to go through. We'll talk to Brandon Marcello coming up in a few minutes. The South Carolina-Missouri game is interesting to me, mostly because they have Missouri as a 9.5-point favorite, which sounds weird, but I guess Lenore Sellers, they're not counting on him to play.
No.
I mean, that would be the only reason that spread would be so high.
Mm-hmm.
Can someone check on that? Because there's no way a South Carolina team is a 10-point underdog to Missouri unless their best player is not playing.
And coming off a loss, do you think that factors anything?
Well, coming off a loss because Sellers got hurt.
Yeah.
So it's got to be a Sellerless game. But that's weird to me. Texas Tech and Utah seems like it's going to be a fun game. Two teams that are good, but they're not the best in like their region, so they don't get talked about as much because you're looking at Tech. You have Texas. Oh, they're not in the same conference. Texas A&M. Texas Tech is basically playing third fiddle, just even in that region. And the same thing with Utah. Now, not other people in the state, but over there, it's the stories are UCLA's coach gets fired. It's Oregon, like all the West Coast stuff is taking away the Utah steam. What do you see?
Said he's questionable.
Yeah, it'll be game time decision.
Game time. But even game time decision, if it's a go, it ain't a full go with full capabilities. But yeah,
And then they're playing Utah, so that's
at Utah Tech
is that 10 a.m. game for them? Wow, that's
for
early.
Texas Tech.
For Tech. Well, yeah, Utah. I mean, Utah's usually one of the teams I watch at midnight.
Yeah.
So it's crazy they're playing early in the morning.
Auburn and Oklahoma will be fun because that's Jackson Arnold going back to Oklahoma. Auburn should get whooped pretty good. But I would like to see Jackson Arnold play well. He was a freshman last year. 5-star, went to Oklahoma. Oklahoma did not have an offensive line. He ended up transferring to Auburn because they were getting Mateer, because they were getting the offensive coordinator from Washington State. Mateer was the quarterback there. So, package deal or not, they all came. But Jackson Arnold was out. Like, they benched him last year, which was crazy. So,
And then I think they regretted that a few weeks later.
yeah. Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah, I mean, I hope he does well at Auburn. Okay, you want to do a parlay?
Yes.
Is that what we're going to do?
Woo!
Okay.
Been a while.
When are you gonna do college?
Yeah, dude, I suck at NFL.
Yeah,
I've made the most money this year on NFL, but I suck at it. It's
Yes.
been straight, please, God, let this happen.
NFL's tough.
The games they're also like so weird and close. Even the Bucks game. We're watching it. Our butts are puckered because we
Yep.
need the Bucks to win because of our money.
Yes.
And they give up a touchdown at the end, and Baker has to drive down. Like, it's just so close all the time.
I mean, even the Panthers last week, like they start scoring and make it a close game at the end.
All right, I'm going to go Oklahoma -6.5. Again, that's at Oklahoma versus Auburn. I'm going to go Ole Miss -10.5 against Tulane. And I'm going to bet on Sellers playing a little bit. I have no inside information, but I'm going to take South Carolina +9.5.
Because as soon as they announce, I mean, that
The
line
line will
will
shift.
change immediately.
So that's my parlay there. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the code Bobby Sports. That is the code Bobby Sports. By the way, also what I would do, and this is not part of my DraftKings read or our partnership, use the Ghost Leg.
It's awesome.
I hit it again last week. 2 weeks in a row, I've used the Ghost Leg. I've opted in. You have to opt in. And then when you do your because that's to go before the game, a 3-leg NFL parlay, make sure on the betting slip that's white, when it pops up, you click that tab that says Ghost Leg. You have to opt in and then hit the slider. And then one of yours doesn't hit, showtime, baby.
It's awesome.
You still win.
Because how many times do you do a parlay and you're like, green, 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 one red? If you do the Ghost Leg,
No, you went
that don't
colors.
matter.
You went
Dude,
colors.
'cause I
That's
just-
emotional.
you
That's how you know Eddie was emotional if he went colors. It wasn't analytical. It wasn't data-driven based on teams. It was like red and green. Green makes me feel good. Red makes me feel bad.
There was one last week where it was all reds, and I'm like, damn, I could have just done all opposite days. I had $10,000. I lost them all. Is there a 12-game Ghost Leg?
Oh, that's funny. 11. You get 11 ghosts. That'd be a fun experiment to do once. Just go and bet spreads. Like do a 4-game parlay and bet opposite everything you really feel.
I mean, sometimes that helps.
Go full Costanza.
This ghost leg is only for NFL too, I think.
It is only for
Yeah.
NFL, yeah.
Mhm.
And it has to be before a game. Like you can't hop in and do any sort of live betting with it. But that's what I would suggest as far as the college parlay that I'm betting. But I just want to mention the ghost leg there. Again, Brandon Marcello coming up. We'll talk college in a second. With you guys, though, I do want to do, and you guys haven't seen this. There's a reason for that. Both Eddie and Kevin.
Okay.
Little game.
Yeah, sort of. But I tell you, people loved the game on the rivalry games.
Oh yeah, that's
They
tough.
loved you playing it more than Kevin because Kevin got some right.
Mm-hmm. I saw which one did I see last week? The Battle in the Woods, I think. I may be wrong on that.
I think
But
you like read Little Red Riding Hood.
I saw something and I'm like, that was on our game.
I think that was your backyard.
That's my boys.
Battle of the
backyard.
Woods.
Yeah.
I have the highest to lowest all-time NFL winning percentages. All time. So it's like who's the most winning team?
Yeah.
Who's the most losing team ever?
Okay.
So I'm going to have you guys, we'll start with winning team.
All time.
Who's the all-time winningest team in the NFL? Who do you think?
I have
it
one
is?
in my head.
I did too.
If you have the same one, that's going to be confusing.
Mm.
But on the count of 3, just say the mascot. Don't say the city.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Packers.
Steelers.
Okay. Eddie said Packers. At 573, the Packers tied with some other teams, the all-time winningest in the NFL.
Oh, so they're
Dang.
one of them.
The Steelers are at 538. They're in the top 5, but they are not number 1.
I just went with
Eddie, 1
age.
point.
Kevin.
old.
Nice, Eddie.
They're just old.
Okay. We're going to see. You'll get a point if you beat the other person.
Okay. Love it.
Steelers are out. All-time winning percentage. Think about it. Eddie, why don't you write your answer down?
I'm an idiot.
You have a pen?
No.
Yeah, I need to.
Or put it on your phone.
But I can put my phone.
And Kevin, you can just say yours.
I'm so stupid.
Okay.
Because Eddie will write us down and you just say yours.
Whoa.
Gotcha.
I don't cheat, man.
Mm.
What do you mean? No, you're going to write it down. So
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in.
all-time winning percentage. Kevin, go.
Denver Broncos.
The Broncos come in at number 11.
Jeez, that's way off.
Eddie?
The Colts.
The Colts come in at number 21.
Dang.
We did bad there.
Kevin has tied it up.
Well, forget my theory on old teams.
Yeah. All right, let's do one more here on the winning side. Think about it for a second.
I'm
Because you
ready.
only have the number 1 team as far as, and number 5 is the Steelers. The other teams aren't really in the mix here. Eddie, let me know when you're in.
I'm in.
Kevin?
Got to go with the Patriots.
Okay, the Patriots are on the list. Eddie?
The Giants.
The Patriots make it at number 10
Come on.
with a winning percentage of 550. The Giants at number 12.
Oh, no.
Let's go.
Kevin takes a 2-1 lead. Now we're going to do worst of all time.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
The worst all-time winning percentage. Let me know when you get that in there, Eddie.
I'm in.
Kevin, what do you have?
I got Detroit Lions.
Eddie?
The Buccaneers.
The Detroit Lions come in at number 24 out of 32 with a winning percentage of 461. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers out of 32 come in at number 32.
Hey!
And he gets a 2 top dog.
He did with a percentage of 412. They are the losingest team ever in NFL history.
Man, I remember when they were popsicle colors, dude. They were terrible.
Popsicle colors.
Yeah, what is that
When
called?
they had the Buccaneer with a knife. in his mouth.
Creamsicle is what he
Creamsicle,
means.
yeah.
Yes.
All right, 2 more of these.
The worst.
Worst winning percentage.
Hey,
I'm in.
I'm ready.
Kevin?
Arizona Cardinals.
The Arizona Cardinals come in at number 27
So good.
at 423. Eddie?
New York Jets.
New York Jets come in at number 30.
Dang.
436. Eddie hits again. Hey.
Dang. I know losers.
All dark cloud.
That's my specialty.
It's 2-2. Is that what it is?
Eddie has 3 now.
Oh, 3-2?
Damn, with
Hey,
the
I got to get this one.
Okay. Yeah, we got to get this one. Go one more.
Hmm.
All-time losing percentage.
Oh, man. How can it not be?
I'm in.
I'm torn between 2. I'm going to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
At number 28,
Oh,
Jacksonville Jaguars. Eddie?
That's still down there, Kevin.
I know.
I'm going the Cleveland Browns. Come on, baby.
Oddly, barely over 500
Oh.
Wow.
all time.
Wow. Okay. Because they're older, too.
Yeah, so we're tied. Okay, we'll
Woo!
do we'll do
Dang.
That
one.
was the other team I was going with, Eddie.
Okay.
We'll do one more round. Low for the win. For the win.
Oh, wait. Okay, I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in. I'm going to go the Carolina Panthers.
Carolina Panthers winning percentage of 452. Eddie?
Okay, so I'm going to do the Titans, but that probably also includes the Oilers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're looking up and down that list.
481. Kevin is the winner.
Dang!
Don't call it a comeback, Eddie. 28-3, baby.
Dang.
Wow. Okay, Kevin, you know losers more than I do, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break and come back with Brandon Marcello. Now let's get over to talk with national college football reporter for CBS and 24/7 Sports, Brandon Marcello. Brandon joins us mostly every week to talk about college football insights. He has a new number 1 ranking this week, and follow him on Instagram at Brandon Marcello. I think he is the best. Also read his articles on CBS Sports. Here he is, our guy, Brandon Marcello. On now with Brandon Marcello. Now, this just happened. I just saw this pop up on Twitter, so I don't know if you've had any time to gauge a reaction to this. Dabo Swinney sent a message to his haters. Now, this is from On3. Dabo said this in a press conference. If they want me gone, they can send me on my way. If they're tired of winning, they can send me on my way. I won't stop. I'm 55. I'll go somewhere else and win. I ain't going to the beach. Looks like Clemson's having a problem here, Brandon. What's going on?
I like salty Dabo Swinney. He's done this several times over the last 3 to 4 years. Listen, it's as simple as this. I'll just boil it down to this. Clemson's not what it used to be, and it may not ever again because of this current era of NIL and revenue sharing. But I will say this. They've got the talent this year to do it, and it's just not clicking. I mean, they had the most returning experience in the ACC. They won the ACC title last year. You have a third-year starter coming back at quarterback. It should all be clicking, but it's not. The offense just isn't clicking. They're missing, short and intermediate throws. The run game is just not there. It's, listen, they may very well win the rest of their games. Maybe they will, but Clemson's just not up to that level anymore where they're going to probably win a national championship or even be in the national championship game. And that's just the reality of it. And Dabo's got some truth, of course, in what he's saying. I mean, no one else has done what he's done at Clemson. And the problem is he's probably not going to be able to do what he did 10 years ago once again.
It reminds me a bit of how we grew up, and Nolan Richardson was like, if you create a monster, you got to feed it. And so he's created a monster, and now it wants to be fed the same thing that it ate the whole time while becoming a monster, and it's living up to the standard that he set, and that's going to be difficult now, right?
Oh, very much so. Similar issues going on at Oklahoma State. I always refer to Dabo Swinney and Mike Gundy in the same breath. Like Dabo Swinney's the Mike Gundy of the East Coast, and Mike Gundy is the Dabo Swinney of the Midwest. They both have reactions like this when things aren't going right because they've won so much. Mike Gundy did it last year. Mike Gundy did it again this preseason. I sat down with him in July, and he said, hey, I understand the way college football works. If they don't like me, despite me winning all these games in the past and doing what I did, I'll just go coach somewhere else, is what he told me. So Dabo Swinney's saying the same exact thing today. Listen, they're not going to fire Dabo Swinney, but the question is if this goes south even further, and if we see that there's still a step close, if there's one missing piece to all this, that missing piece, a lot of people are going to identify as we've got to be able to attract more high-profile freshmen from the preps circuit back to campus here. And the reason why maybe a lot of people are questioning Dabo right now is because that's not how they're set up. That's not how they do things at Clemson. You get there, the freshmen are paid money, but they're not paid anywhere close to what a sophomore or a junior will be. He's very much on a merit-based system that if you want to come here, this is what you're going to get. It's not going to be as much as what you get somewhere else, but you have the opportunity to earn more as you work through the system here. And that goes along with the system Dabo Swinney developed years ago with recruiting. They look for a specific type of player. They don't go out and offer hundreds of scholarships. They offer very few scholarships because they want a certain type of player. But the question is can you do that this day and age? And I think it's very much up in the air, and he might have to tweak his formula.
Who's the best team in college football now?
I'll say Miami. I like the way their defense is played against two really good offenses in Notre Dame and USF. The offense has been electric. They've put every big piece they needed to together there around Carson Beck at the receiver spots. And it all starts in the trenches for them. They've been dominant in the trenches against every single opponent they have faced. They get another challenge. I know people don't want to believe this, but Florida will be a challenge this week for them because Florida is very talented in the trenches as well. But to me, Miami's got the more impressive resume and the more impressive performances than anybody else in college football at this point.
How do you think Jackson Arnold's doing at Auburn?
I think he's doing above average. Last year, he was just okay at Oklahoma. I think everybody wants to say it was a disaster at Oklahoma. It was a disaster because of the outcome and also the decision to bench him. But the issue wasn't necessarily him. The issue was the pieces around him or the lack of pieces because they had a lot of injuries along the offensive line last season. No one really was successful at quarterback there for them, including Mike Hawkins when they brought him off of the bench. But Jackson Arnold's very much been a running quarterback. You watch the tape for him at Auburn. He's not necessarily hitting the type of throws you would expect from a former five-star quarterback, but he's a gamer, right? He will rush for 100 yards if you need to. That's what he did against Baylor. That's why they beat Baylor. I just wonder, though, if they go against a defense, especially like Oklahoma this week, where if they slow down your run game, is he going to be able to beat a team throwing the ball? He hasn't shown that yet, and that's what I'm waiting to see to determine whether he's a great quarterback instead of just one that's a little bit above average.
Seems like Oklahoma has so many games where people are coming back. If it's not, they're Michigan's coach or Tennessee's coach or Heupel, or it's Jackson Arnold going, and that's this week. It's Auburn at Oklahoma. Do you expect do you expect that game to be close at all?
I think so, but do I know so? No. Auburn's got the type of rushing offense and creativity there to keep this a game. I do wonder about Auburn's defense being able to contain John Mateer. I saw John Mateer in person a couple weeks ago against Michigan. He was phenomenal. I think the one thing John Mateer's got to learn to do is to slide because he just wanted to win that game so bad. And the coaches, even Ben Arbuckle, the offensive coordinator, told me afterward, we're going to have to tell him to kind of take care of his body because we're going to need him throughout the season. We don't just need him for one game. So how does Auburn's defense try to contain John Mateer? I'm not sure a lot of defenses are equipped to handle every weapon that OU's offense has this year. It's night and day from what it was offensively for them last year. I do think that OU struggles still a little bit in run blocking. So that might be an area where Auburn tries to attack to try to make OU as one-dimensional as they can.
What was fun was watching Vanderbilt win. Again, I like Shane Beamer in South Carolina. I root for them a lot, but I like Clark Lee, and he's here. And I made the reference. It's like Iron Man and Captain America, and that movie made me uncomfortable because it was two good guys, and I just could never get in because it made me uncomfortable from the beginning. I don't like seeing two people I like fight each other. But Vanderbilt won again. Now, Lenore Sellers did go down early. Do you think, let's say a different timeline, Lenore Sellers stays in the game. Does Vanderbilt still win that game, and how good is Vanderbilt?
Vanderbilt still wins the game. I think Diego Pavier is more dynamic of a quarterback than Lenore Sellers. He's got more experience, obviously. That helps them on the road. I think South Carolina maybe scores one, maybe two more touchdowns in that game, and Vanderbilt still wins by double digits. Vanderbilt's really, really good. They beat the crud out of Vanderbilt on the road a couple weeks ago, and I know Virginia Tech's not very good. Heck, they just fired their head coach, but they've put something together that's pretty special. They're winning in the trenches, which is what it takes to win and be a team that can maybe be a double-digit win season. I can't wait to see what Vandy has up their sleeve when they have to meet Alabama once again, but this time in Tuscaloosa. I never thought I would say this, but Alabama's got a revenge game on the schedule against Vanderbilt.
Ohio State's interesting because they are still dominant. But do you look at Ohio State now and go, maybe Like there's a chance they may not be as good as we thought because that big win over Texas, maybe Texas isn't as good as we thought.
Yep, and I dropped Ohio State in my rankings this week as a result because Texas is not as good as we thought they were going to be. Ohio State very much did struggle with the adjustments that they had to try and make against Arch Manning in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter of that game. The offense wasn't too impressive against Texas's defense. And we'll see over the next couple of weeks when they actually get into Big Ten play at Ohio State and start playing a little bit more of a difficult schedule. Texas, I think, for this third straight week, tumbled in my rankings. They continue to fall. I think there's a legitimate question there about whether Arch Manning, is even worthy of being the starter at Texas. The problem is they don't really have a backup there that they would feel comfortable to put into the game. So bit of a mess at Texas, and as a result, it does affect Ohio State's resume.
Let's talk about jobs for a second. Shane Beamer is not in jeopardy at all of losing the South Carolina job, but the Virginia Tech job is open. They just fired their coach because in less than the last hour it's filled or something. Any chance at all that happens?
Never say never. I doubt it, though. I don't think Shane will leave because I think South Carolina is in a much better position competitively, but also financially for the future. I also think that just the emotion part of it is, it'd be great to quote unquote go back home to where my father coached, but also, do you want to follow in your father's footsteps and then potentially fail there? Because anything less than winning an ACC title at this point and following in your father's footsteps would probably be deemed a disappointment. Whereas at South Carolina, I'm sorry to say, you may never win an SEC championship there, but if you're winning 9 games, maybe 10 games every few years, you're good as gold. You do that at Virginia Tech, it's probably not going to be good enough to appease everybody. So I would bet more on him staying at South Carolina if Virginia Tech were to make a legitimate run at him.
What about UCLA now that Deshaun Foster's out?
That's a very interesting job because it's not a great job. It just isn't. You're in the Big Ten, yes, but you're also on the West Coast. You're at a competitive disadvantage with all the travel. Your finances are nowhere near what they need to be competitive in football. Yes, you play in the Rose Bowl, but it's not your on-campus stadium, of course. The administration there is very much one that there's a lot of questions surrounding. Athletics Director Martin Germond, I think, along with the administration there, mishandled the situation a few years back with Chip Kelly. A lot of people thought they were going to fire Chip Kelly. And then in the end, Chip Kelly just says, deuces, I'm out. I'm going to go be the OC at Ohio State. And then they bump up Deshaun Foster, who, yes, a legend, a legacy player, but obviously was underqualified and not prepared to be a head coach at his alma mater at UCLA, and it's all blown up. The good news is the buyout wasn't big. They can go and try and swing for a bigger coach. My feeling is, from talking to folks, is that they'll go after someone with some head coaching experience. And there's several out west that are very good that are group of 6 type coaches that I think would be willing to take that job. So there's not really a shortage on candidates. I just don't think you're going to see them be able to drag a big name coach that maybe some fans will want because, the fan support and the financial support's just not there.
One other job. The job is not open. It's Napier at Florida. Let's say he doesn't last in Florida, which a couple more losses, maybe that's the case. And I've seen a lot of people say Lane Kiffin will not take the job now where they thought he would for a long time. If you were ranking the possibilities, who do you think's up first for that Florida job if it opens?
If the athletics director, Scott Strickland's involved, I don't think he would go after Lane Kiffin. If he's the one leading the search, I don't believe he would go after him. If other people are calling the shots there, I think they would, because I think there's a legitimate push there among some of the boosters that they would want Lane Kiffin. One other name that comes to mind is Jed Fish at Washington. That was a job that I think he would jump at no matter where he was. I wonder how he feels today about it. That was more or less kind of the feeling I was getting from talking to folks around him last fall. But there wouldn't be a shortage on candidates. I'm sure you would hear John Gruden's name come up because he's already there in Florida. I think a lot of people up there would like to see that. I just don't think John Gruden's going to get a quote unquote big job right out the gate. Do you want a coach who has a lot of offensive firepower? Because let's face it, the last few coaches, that's always kind of what they've gone after since like the terrible Will Muschamp stuff. I don't know. It's very hard. It's an interesting situation there because I think it's very hard to like sell a defensive-minded coach to be the head coach there. But there are plenty of really great defensive coaches that would be great head coaches in the SEC. But that's the job that when and if it opens, which I'm pretty sure it will open, that'll be the marquee job on the board. And probably will be when we come into December, because we're going to see probably a record-breaking coaching carousel cycle here, Bobby, among power conference teams. There's going to be a lot of openings. And, the SEC didn't have any openings last year at all. It was only like the second or third time this century that's happened. And you might see as many as half a dozen coaches get canned in the SEC this year.
I think there's probably going to be an Arkansas opening.
It would be trending that way, yes.
It
I will
sucks.
say this.
It sucks.
Notre Dame game is much more winnable now.
Yeah, which makes it even harder if they don't win it. So
right.
I agree with you fully. It is more winnable. Now, they're 0-2. But I know, everybody, relax. I feel like I'm on the team. Give me a break. But if we don't win that, that's even worse. If we lose to Memphis, it's over.
Yeah, you got to win that game.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I will say that, you've been watching them, obviously. That offense can stack up against anybody, I think.
Yeah, Bobby Petrino's awesome.
He's got it rolling. It's just they went into this season knowing that the linebacker situation and defensive line was not going to be great this year. And that, of course, is going to affect everything even behind you with the pass defense. And there's just really no way to fix that unless you go get players somehow out of free agency, which is not possible in college football in the middle of the season. So they are what they are now. This is what you're going to see the rest of the year. They're just going to have to get into shooting contests and outscore everybody.
Are you having any palate cleansing days where you're not watching any football at all? Like, what does your wife want to do? What are you watching now that's not football?
I'll watch, for example, Tuesday nights, I'll watch Alien Earth at night. I'll watch that. And then on Thursday nights, I'll watch Peacemaker.
Oh, it's awesome, right? It's so good.
It's my favorite show.
Yeah, it's so good. John Cena's really good.
Cena's a great actor in it. He's perfect for that role. And I just love, James Gunn as a director and how quirky he is in the writing. And everything's funny. Everything's just it's kind of light. It's very dark show at times, but it's still lighthearted. It's very hard to strike that balance. He does a great job with it.
When I watch that show, in this season, there's a part of the storyline is there's a different reality. There's like an alternate universe. And when Cena is putting on those shirts of him in the other universe, they're like these douchebaggy shirts, that are all glow. But his arms are so big in a long sleeve shirt. They look like cartoon arms. And secondly, I'm like, do they have to special make those kind of shirts for him? Because he is so large.
Oh, I bet they do. Oh, absolutely. I don't know how he fits into anything, but because those arms, they're the size, legit like the size of tree trunks. Yeah. And even his legs, you see his legs, his thighs are monstrous. They're definitely tailoring his clothes for him every day.
Are you watching Task at all on HBO Max?
No, I never even heard of that.
It's only 2 episodes in. It's Mark Ruffalo. He's an FBI agent, and
I've seen the preview.
Dude, it's awesome.
The
episodes are like an hour 15. It is one of the best new shows that I've seen in a couple of years, and my wife and I are big on finding one show that we are very deliberate about, because at times my schedule can be a bit odd. At finding one show to let that be our fulcrum, to where we get together and watch it, and just make sure to spend time together. This show is so good. Like, you guys should check it out if you're into that.
Yeah, I'll check that out. I love Mark Ruffalo. He's great in everything, pretty much.
What are you doing this weekend? You going anywhere?
Auburn, or I'm going 2 games. Tulsa, Oklahoma State, because if Oklahoma State loses that, we could be in some interesting territory. That's Friday night, and then Saturday night I'm going to drive down the road to Auburn OU in Norman.
The only thing that makes me think that Auburn has a shot is OU has been given up a stinker about once a year, like a real stinker. And I think that's a good story, like Jackson Arnold coming home. But he's a sophomore, right? Am I crazy? He was a freshman last year, right? So,
yeah, freshman last year. Yeah, he's still in the fire.
So it's like, for a 5-star kid, like, he's not done. Like, he's just started. It's, the expectation to be a 5-star and go and start at one of these, not just P4 program, but a massive P4 program with a ton of pressure. Like, it's almost undoable to meet the expectations as a 5-star freshman. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong, especially because OU's O-line last year was bad, mostly because of all the injuries they had. And no quarterback was successful there last season. They kept rotating guys to see if they could figure something out. Brent Venables even said so to me a week ago when I was asking about Jackson Arnold. He says it's not all on the quarterback. It's the other guys around him. And they had a lot of injuries last season. That's why they went so hard in the portal this year. They got a lot of really great players, including John Mateer, and that can change things. And much like Auburn, I think they changed things quite a bit by getting a guy like Eric Singleton, who was the best receiver, I thought, in the portal from Georgia Tech. You get Jackson Arnold, who's more of a calming presence there, but also has higher upside. But the question is he going to continue to develop in that offense? I think he will, because the offensive line at Auburn's pretty darn good. But I think this will be a competitive game. I think it could be similar to the Michigan game for Auburn, like for OU. I think OU could maybe end up winning this by 10, 14 points, but Auburn will probably always be within striking distance and have the potential to get back into it.
You guys follow Brandon on Instagram at Brandon Marcello. You can read his articles at cbssports.com. Brandon, good to see you. Hope you have a good weekend, and we'll check back in next week.
All right. See you, Bobby.
See you, man. All right, let's look at the games. Tonight, Dolphins at Bills.
Oh, I mean,
A bloodbath, right?
right. And I think the spread's only what
do you think it is?
I haven't seen it. I'm guessing it's 10.5.
Kevin, do you know it?
I do.
Okay, it's 12.5.
12.5.
It's such an easy Bills pick that it makes me not want to pick the Bills.
Man. But
Yep.
Like it just screams free money. So
It does.
it's not. But then since I know it's not, does that mean it is? Oh no.
No.
Yeah. We're gonna go to Vegas. You gonna bet in these games in Vegas? When do you get
No, not NFL. I won't bet NFL.
No?
I'm gonna
Because
get
you can't cash them in.
Yes.
Except for Thursday night.
I'm gonna get there too late for Thursday night.
Mm.
So unless you want to place that bet for me.
I mean, I could if you want.
Okay.
For $300, you're gonna do your soul bet?
Oh my gosh, that's my
You bet
soul
your
bet.
soul on the Bills.
But if the bet wins,
Then you can
I
buy
keep
it back.
my soul.
You keep your soul and you have $100.
No, I'll just Venmo you money.
Yeah, possibly. Oh, I have a contract for the soul here. I'm gonna keep with me.
Who drew that up?
Mike did.
Dang, Mike, you a lawyer on the side?
The agreement is entered on this day. Seller, aka Eddie, the undersigned individual. Buyer, aka Bobby. Sale of soul. Eddie hereby agrees to sell, transfer, and convey his eternal, non-tangible, metaphysical soul to Bobby in exchange for the sum of $300.
I don't like this. It just, the verbiage sounds
Use of
evil.
soul. Bobby may at his discretion use Eddie's soul for bragging rights, comedy segments, or simply as a conversation piece.
Okay. Now it doesn't sound so evil.
But it says, I may not resell your soul to demons or spirits without your written consent.
I like that.
Looking out for you.
That's a good little
Yeah, your lawyer,
angle
did,
there.
your soul lawyer did a good job.
Okay, it's pretty good.
So I'll keep this with me in case you want to sign it. Steelers and Patriots. That's a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
We need Patriots.
We need Patriots.
So
Pats.
Selfishly, but yeah, they're the favorite, 1.5. Packers at Browns and Cleveland. Packers should run with that one. Colts at Titans. Hey, how about that? That's a game, though, the Titans might actually win because they shouldn't. And the NFL is so much like that. But I really think the Colts, this is a great game 3 for them. After winning 2 games, if they can win another 3-0, they're 3-0, it's hard to not make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I know the playoffs are, it's a 17-game season. You go 3-0, still 14 games. But that is a great start.
Who would have thought with Daniel Jones?
Yeah. So let's see what happens. Colts are 3.5-point favorites. You would think they'd be more of a favorite, though.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's the NFL going not so fast, my friend. Bengals at Vikings. Vikings 2.5-point favorite in the battle of the backups.
Oh, we got this.
Yeah,
We
go
got this.
Bengals. Come on.
Jake Browning, let's go, baby.
Battle, and the Vikings cut them.
Did they? Oh, so this is retaliation.
Well, you already had the retaliation game.
Oh.
Yeah, but yes.
That's like 7 years ago.
yeah.
Well, let's do part 2.
Rams at Eagles. That's fun.
Yes. Go Rams.
Eagles 3.5-point favorite. Oh, you mean for the NFC East?
Yeah, just NFC.
Cowboys.
Give the Cowboys a chance.
Jets at Bucks. Bucks are a touchdown favorite in Tampa. Raiders at Commanders.
I'm sorry, is Justin Fields playing?
No, he's out.
He's out.
Mhm.
I think Tyrod Taylor's quarterback,
Yeah.
who just exists. He's been
It's
playing
just-
since Jadeveon Clowney started playing.
Yeah, but
Seriously.
he's not one of those backups though that has been a backup forever and has never played. Like he's played a lot.
Oh, he's played a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's that guy that I saw him in Vegas one time? Chase
McDaniel?
McDaniel. He was a backup, right, for the Bears? Well, he was a backup for a lot of teams.
For a
Chase
long
Daniels?
time.
Chase
Or
Daniels.
Chase Daniels.
I'm like, why are you guys putting a muck on it? I didn't think I knew who it was.
Maybe I was thinking Mel McDaniel.
Mike McDaniel, Chase
Baby
McDaniel.
Locke. Yeah.
Chase Daniels.
Mel McDaniel is get out the fiddle and you get out the bow, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Or
Louisiana Saturday night.
Baby's got her blue jeans on.
Yeah. Raiders, Commanders. I don't really care. Falcons and Panthers. Big Panthers guy.
Wait, what's going on with
Possibly out. Out. I think he's out a week. Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels? A lot of Daniels.
McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels.
It's too much.
I don't know that he's out for sure. Maybe a game time decision. But last
Okay.
I read, obviously he was hurt.
That'll affect things.
Jag. What up? Day to day. Him and Lenore Sellers are going to figure it out together.
Yeah.
Jags at Texans. Texans at Jags. Who cares? Broncos at Chargers. That's fun. Saints at Seahawks. Who cares? Cowboys at Bears. Hey.
Hey, everyone cares.
The Bears are a 1.5 favorite.
No, they're not. No, they're not. The Cowboys are a 1.5 favorite.
Mm-mm.
That cannot be right.
The Bears are
Double
minus-
checking that. What? Like,
The Bears are minus 1.5.
no, I have the Cowboys 1.5.
Oh,
It's switch.
Unless it's switched.
It must have shifted.
Dang. That's disrespectful.
Chiefs minus 5.5 at the Giants. The Chiefs have to win this game.
Yes, they do.
No, I mean they really, for their
No,
sake, they
no,
have to win.
And for our sake.
Yes,
they-
but for their sake, they have to win. Yes. And Lions and Ravens, a good Monday night game.
that's a good one.
So that's what's up. Yeah. Thanks to Brandon. Hope everybody has a great weekend. A lot of football watching. Arkansas plays Memphis. We should win.
Where are you going to watch that one? Hotel room?
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't know if you want to hit a bar or something.
I never in my life have we done that.
No.
Ever once. I do not. I never want to go watch a
We've
game.
never.
Watch an Arkansas game anywhere.
You know what looks cool is when they reserve a table at the sports book.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You want to do that?
No.
Just for you and me?
No. If we lose to Memphis, disaster. And buildings will fall.
What do you mean? That you
They'll
will?
fire people. If we lose
Oh,
to Memphis,
yeah.
they'll fire people.
What's that spread?
I'm going to guess about 7. I don't see it here. I know you're pulling it up on your
I'm
phone.
searching.
He's getting the old DraftKings thumb on.
He has a lot of games.
Just go to your search, type in
Just
ARK.
search it.
Yeah.
7.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
They should cover that. We have a really good offense, but oh, man. And I'll keep the contract with me, Eddie, in case you want to sign it.
Okay, you're taking it to Vegas with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want to sign it before we go.
Nope.
Just get him drunk and I'll sign it.
For $3.
Yeah, I'm not gonna think that's weird. But I was like, you want another beer?
All right, you guys have a good weekend, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Bye, everybody. Blow the whistle here. Thank you.